Hey, Blessed Tribe, it's Coach Jess. I'm back again with another mental health motivational word. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday Eve. Okay, it's not quite Friday, it's the day before. It's so close, I can kiss it, I can taste it, I can smell it. Okay, so as you wrap up your week this week, I just wanted to get on and give you guys a quick message, a disclaimer. Okay, soon as I got ready to press play, it was quiet. My house was so quiet you could have dropped a pin in here and heard it. Okay. Now all of a sudden the people have begun to mow the lawn outside. That's out of my control. But I said, listen, I'm gonna press play anyway. I'm gonna just speak a little louder. So I wanted to get on first of all to pray for you guys because all hell has been breaking loose in my personal family. So I know all hell been breaking loose in the Blessed Tribe. It's not just my family that's getting impacted. It's not just me that's growing. It's not just me that the enemy is coming against my finances. It's not just me the enemy is coming against my health, my mood, my energy, my spirit, everything attached to me. It's like the enemy just going from one area to another area to another area to another area. So I wanted to get on. That's why I put on this yellow blouse. I said, listen, I'm going to bring a little sunshine. I'm going to bring a little happiness. I'm going to bring a little joy. I'm going to bring a little encouragement to get on the camera with you guys today, okay? So I was really overjoyed to get on, even though it's a lot of little fires that's just happening. I said I'm gonna just get on anyway because what the enemy thinks is that he's gonna make me angry. The enemy thinks he's gonna get me in a corner. The enemy thinks that he's gonna make me act out of character. The enemy thinks that he is going to come against my family, come against my loved one, take certain things, and that's gonna make me turn my back on Jesus. But I came on today to give you guys a little encouragement. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how loud the enemy is roaring. I don't care what he threatens to take. I don't care what he comes against your health and does. I don't care what the enemy do. The only thing he can't do, that God does not give him the authority to do, is kill us. So if we are alive on today, I started my day off with the scripture. Today is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And when I said it, soon as I got up this morning, my spirit just let me know that I was going to need to keep that scripture on my tongue all day, in my heart, in my mind, all day. I was going to need to meditate on it because God already knew what I was going to need before I got up. He knew this day was going to be here before it even got here. So everything that in the natural, the enemy trying to get me to think about, the enemy trying to get you to think about, to try to get you off kilter, to try to get you sad right before the weekend. I said, enemy, you will not have me sitting in this house looking one way, sad, worried, depressed, strung out, stressed, and just aggravated. No, not today, Satan. I'm going to get that on the shirt. Not today, Satan. All right. So I know that the enemy is just after us today. That's why I said, listen, let me get on. It's going to take a lot of courage. Whenever I put that little extra little pop to get on here with you guys, listen, I had to fight to get up here. And God say, fight to get up there to talk to my people, because as you set yourself free, as you release the words from my bounty, as you are obedient in doing what I tell you to do, as you sacrifice, you're going to be setting yourself free. You're going to be setting loved ones free. You're going to be setting people in every territory connected to you free. You're going to be setting your bloodline free. You're going to be setting your kids free. You're going to be setting people that you haven't even met just yet. You're going to be setting them free by the sound and the alarm that's going off in my voice right now. God is saying the same thing wherever you are on today, as you're listening and as you're hearing this message and pressing play. Wherever you are, you could be at work, you could be at the gym, you can be in your car, you can be in a space where you just like, listen, I don't got time for that, Coach Jess. I'm just going through a lot right now. Listen, as you're hearing these messages, God said, you begin to open up your mouth. You begin to give him glory. You begin to say, thank you for the victory, even though I don't know how the victory is going to be had. Thank you for good health and strength on today, even though I don't know where the help or the strength is coming from. You got to begin to release stuff from your belly. You got to begin to get your courage back. You got to begin to say, listen, all bets are off. I'm not playing no more. The enemy, as you keep growing in God's kingdom, the enemy gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and his attacks get more trickier and trickier and trickier, where he's trying to set you up to fail. But as you know, God cannot fail you. He's not a person that he's going to lie to you. He's not a person where he's going to bring you out here out of Egypt and have you dying, have you looking stressed out, skin all toe up, hair all over your head, bills behind. God is not going to leave you in that state but for so long. So if you're going through any of those things I talked about, hell is releasing its reins in your life. Your kids are going under attack. Your business is under attack. Your clientele is a little dry right now. Your bank account is a little dry right now. I know I'm talking to somebody, not just what I'm going through, but I know you guys can understand and feel where I'm coming from as well. God told me I'm going to be a little radical. So if you're not ready for the turned up Jess, you're not ready for the radical Jess, go ahead and go to another soft life era video, where they're talking a little bit more calm. But God told me on today, you need to come on here and make hell nervous, because hell is after my people. Hell is about to take somebody out. Hell is about to make somebody think that I'm not who I am. God said he wanted me to get on here to remind you that he is the Alpha Omega. He is the ultimate decider. I don't care what the enemy tries to come in your life and tell you. They're lies. They're illusions. They're not the truth. They are not authentic. That is not your identity. I don't care what's going on in your house. That's not your husband. I don't care how those kids are misbehaving. Those are not your kids. I don't care what that bank account look like. That's not the number that's supposed to be in there. Touch and agree with me on today that you're going to unlock your own stuff. You're going to open up your mouth. You're going to sound the alarm, and you're going to say, God, thank you so much for sending Coach Jess on today. Thank you so much for sending me a little sunshine on today. I was just about to give up. I was just about to go back and tell them people I want my job back. I want that back. I was just about to go back to the man that already is not treating me right. He been showing me year after year after year that he ain't it. I was just about to go back and say, listen, times got a little tight, so I think I was going to rekindle that thing. Thank you so much for sending me the message to let me know I don't need to go back. I need to go forward, even though the forward is unknown, even though you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the glory that's on the other side. But God sent me today to get you past this Jordan River, okay? He's going to let us cross on dry ground. God said, listen, do not think that the defeat that you're seeing right now is reality. It's all a gimmick. It's all an attack to try to get you to do something that you naturally wouldn't do. That's what the enemy does. He try to get us in a corner. He try to get us by ourselves. He try to get us isolated, dark, and depressed, and sad, and broken, and shameful. And he try to say, look at you now. You can't come back from this. God say, oh, the devil is a liar. You are going to come out of that. You're going to be victorious. You're going to be triumph. You're going to be a person. When people say, girl, ain't nothing but God. People look at me. People be coming up to me. Ain't nothing but God. Because I was a radical. I was a person who was just trained to go for the other side. But God said you trained to go for my kingdom right now, and I'm going to use you in a mighty way. So as you open up your mouth, hell is going to get nervous today. He going to get mad that you put them little pink toes in them shoes today, and that you got yourself together and you got on camera and you set some other people free. So that's how we're going to set ourselves free. We got to set other people free as well. It's not all about us. It's not all about our lip gloss popping. It's not all about us driving the latest this or living the latest that. We got to go back and get other people that are in bondage. God said he knew that you was going to be in bondage on today. So before he even woke me up today, he had this day already predestined. He had this day where I was going to come and get you, where I was going to sound the alarm. I was going to get a supernatural courage within me to come and set you free. God already appointed this day before it began. So do not think that it's by happen chance you came across this video. Her curls was popping. My sister does my hair. Shout out to my sister Janira. She was just calling me this morning. She said, girl, watch your channel. Listen, I'm not just setting myself free. I'm setting everybody attached to me free. So if the enemy is after you, he got to get out of the way. He got to go somewhere and sit down. I just cleaned off my kitchen table in there. He got to take several seats, all right? We got plenty of seats for the enemy to get his butt in and sit down somewhere. Like you tell them children, stop running in and out my door, letting them flies in here, letting my air out, and go somewhere and sit down. Wait until it's time to eat again. You're not going to just be going in and out my pantry, eating up all my groceries. Go somewhere and sit down. That's what you got to tell the enemy. You got to get on your knees first thing in the morning, 3 o'clock at night, when he's trying to get stuff started before you even get out of bed. People calling your phone with drama you don't even know nothing about. You don't even have no concern about it. You so detached. But the The enemy is always working, and he working people you love, people that you value, people that you think the world of. He's always using those people to try to get you out of character, to try to get you off your square. But God sent me on today just to tell you to stay calm, be cool, stay collected, sit back a little bit, get your little tea, your little coffee or whatever. I got about 45 minutes. I'm gonna have me a little coffee with some little creamer. I got this perfect little blend that's not gonna make me too jittery, because sometimes the coffee make me jittery. But I'm gonna enjoy my little coffee right after this. I said I'm gonna have me a little date with myself to get in there and sit myself down, rest a little bit, because the enemy has been after my neck. The enemy has had me up all night worrying about this and worrying about that, stressing about this and stressing about that. God said, go somewhere and sit yourself down. So I'm going to pray with you guys. I was a little radical before I got on. I was praying before I got on. I said, God, I don't even know if this is a day to get on. He said, this is the perfect day. This is the opportune time for you to get on and set some people free. They need to see you a little radical. They need to see you a little turned up. They need to see how you act when ain't nobody in your house, when it's so quiet in here, and how you go for bat for Christ. They need to see you like that. They tired of seeing you cute and all boss and lip gloss. It's time to set yourself free. It's time for you to take the gloves off. It's time for you to just stop acting like you all cute, you got it together, and you need to give my name some praise. Okay, so on today we just gonna praise God. We're gonna pray a little bit. I got a quick little message, and then I'm gonna go somewhere and get my coffee, sit myself down, take this shirt off, put my hair back up, and I'm gonna rest for the rest of the day. The enemy is not gonna have me stressed out, bags all under my eyes for the weekend. I'm gonna be looking fabulous. I'm gonna go out with my shoulders back and with my head held high. I don't care what the enemy tries to take from me. As I was getting on this morning, I was reading a devotional, and it hit the spot, because this morning I was feeling a little radical, because I was being in the grieving state, and I was just at the accepting phase all over again. And I said, here you go with this. Today, I got to be thinking about my mom. And whenever it rains, and sometimes it just kind of drains me, especially when it rains for like 3 or 4 days. But God had already prepped me for the rain. He told me that the rain was coming, and that's our blessings, our financial abundance. That's our healing. That's our freedom. That is the things that God was saying that he was sending. So I already knew the rain was coming, but mentally I didn't prepare for it. And on today, this devotion was talking about grief. And how Mary, she was so distraught when she was preparing Jesus's body for the before he was resurrected. She was expecting to go to the tomb, and it was going to be, she thought that he was going to be in there, but it was empty. He had already rose, okay, and he had already rose with all the power and authority. So it just gave me a little joy. I was like, woo, because I was about to get in that grief. But it said, just be reminded that nobody is going to be dead forever. Just be reminded that when Jesus did rise, and when he did come up with all power and authority, that he did that for us, that he did that to set us free, that he did that we didn't have to sit in the debts of sin and shame and guilt and just feeling like we got to prove ourselves to people. If you're around people right now, and this is a prophetic message, I can feel Holy Spirit in here so strong. If you around people and they feel like that you got to prove yourself to them, they got to pull your black card, they got to pull your culture card, they got to pull, oh, you don't have that degree, let me see your credentials. Oh, you sure you doing that? Let me see it. Show me proof. You got that much money? Let me see receipts. Everybody in the community now, you got to have a receipt for everything in order to be believed. God said, if you around chickens like that, get away from them. Eagles don't need no receipts. Eagles know a truth soon as it comes out of a person's mouth. You are that eagle. I came to wake you up, because somewhere, somehow, the enemy got you asleep. The enemy got you twisted. The enemy got you thinking that you are broke down, that you are busted, that you are disgusted, that you are beneath somebody's tennis shoes. But God woke me up this morning to get on here to let you know that you must rise again, that you must sit and step in your authority again. You cannot stay there only but for so long. I keep telling y'all that the enemy only can keep you in a state like that for so long. He only can keep a divine one and a blessed tribe member. He only can keep a chosen one down and suppressed but for so long. And at an appointed time, he is going to have to let you go. He is going to have to give you everything that he ever took from you. He is going to have to return you back to your father like nothing ever happened to you. That's why people going to say it look like you getting younger. The older you get, it look like you getting younger. The more you get into the spirit, it looks like you're elevated even quicker than you were before. We already thought you was blessed, but you just blessed abundantly, and you just keep on being blessed. That's how that happens. It's because God is restoring back everything that the enemy tried to take from you. So just I know that it's hard right now because you in the thick of it. You're crying. You down on the floor. God was showing me some people in the spirit. He was saying it's some people, because I was beginning to try to like mourn and to sob, but it wasn't my natural feelings. It was feelings that I was feeling for people attached to me. That's why I said I know that the enemy is coming after my family. I know that the enemy is coming after Blessed Tribe members. I know this. So that's why I said, let me get on here. Let me pray for you guys. Let me pray for myself, and just get right on into it, okay? Dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for today, God. I know that the demonic attacks are against our family, our children, our bloodlines, our finances, our health, God. I know that the enemy is attacking us every which way, but I wanted to get on today to give you glory, God, to say thank you so much for pulling us up out of the hell, for destructing his plan that he's plotted against us. Thank you so much for sending us Jesus Christ so that we can have the power and authority to beat this enemy, to outwit him, to withstand the storm that he's roaring in our lives right now. God, I just say thank you so much for sending us help. God, thank you so much for giving us the strength, the know-how, and the encouragement from one another to be able to get out of this pit that we're in. God, I just thank you so much for sending all of the help that you know we're going to need. God, I just speak a word of encouragement against everybody who's going through in their family, every marriage that's being under attack, every health that's being under attack right now. God, I just set us free on today. God, I just remove any Jezebel spirits. God, I remove any demonic monitoring spirits out of our lives. God, reveal to us who we should keep around us. God, allow us to just be able to be your children, be humble at your feet, lay everything down, be honest. God, I just thank you so much for just your power, just for us being able to touch and agree and be able to pull out some messages and be able to encourage one another along this difficult journey. I know the people are trying to take stuff. I know the people keep calling. They're wanting their money. They need this. They need that. Your family member want that. People are in a crisis. God, is always something. But on today, we set ourselves free from the something. We hand it over to you on a silver platter, and we just ask that you just take care of it. It's too heavy for us. The burden is just too much for us. We weren't designed to keep it, and we're handing it over to you in the name of Jesus Christ. We ask all these many blessings. Amen. All right, Blessed Tribe. All right, so the message he got for us is you're stretched thin. So I knew that this was going to be a good one because I was feeling it. It was a personal message, but God said, go ahead and share it with my people. You're not the only one going through this stuff. You're not the only one that is struggling with a thing. You're not the only one that has to put a good face on, even though all hell is breaking loose. But it's not one of those fake putting a face on. It is that you are really standing in truth and belief that God is going to free you from this situation, whatever it is. And it's heavy. When I tell you I can feel the heaviness, I know that it's heavy. Other people, it's so heavy you can't even talk to other folks about it. You don't even know where to begin the story. At the beginning, the end, or in the middle, you don't know where to start the story at. God say, start the story with him. Start the story, get you a journal, get in your notebook, in your phone, and begin to write it out. Begin to put it outside of your body so that it can begin to heal. As I was just thinking about grief, I need to journal out more grief so that I can get that out. God tell me to do the same things. So I know that whatever you're facing is heavy because God told me we stretch thin, and it may not be a physical stretch thin, more it's mental. What I'm dealing with today is spiritual and mental warfare. Physically, it look all right. It's not that bad. But mentally, it's about to take you out. Mentally, it's about to put you in a bad space. Mentally, you are feeling that anxiety, that overwhelm, and that stress because you physically can't see how God is working it out. But in the spirit, God said you're stretched thin and you're going to have to chill out before something detrimental happens where you're going to be sickly. You're going to be on medication. Your body is going to begin to collapse on you. Your mental health and clarity is going to start slipping. So you have to realize that you are stretching yourself thin, okay? And as mothers, as parents, as friends, as family members, we do this all the time. In business, serving in ministry, it's been plenty of days. That's why I said as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go sit myself down. I'm going to enjoy my breaks that I do have because it's been plenty of days where I have been all day serving and working and picking up and doing laundry, cleaning, exercising, and I didn't even eat. I remember I first began to talk to a health coach, and her name is Coach Marcy. Hello, Coach Marcy. And she was telling me, Jessica, you're stretching yourself thin. In other words, you're going to have to slow down. You're going to have more compassion. You're going to have to pull back on that drive. You're going to have to carve in time to eat, girl. When do you sleep? When do you come up for breath? God is saying that's a lot of us. We just busy, 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 and we're stretching ourselves thin. He can't use us in that condition. So he told me to start off with boundaries, all right? And I got me some black tea. All right, start off with boundaries. So he said, create them. A lot of us, especially kingdom women, kingdom men, we're so kind, we're so gracious, we're so open to receive, we're so giving, which are all great things. I'm not trying to tell you to be a meanie, okay? But we got to create boundaries. When we create boundaries, that means we push people back a little bit. We keep a little guard around us, not walls. Because with a guard, you still can look out and see. But walls, you can't see nothing. You can't let nobody in. You can't let nobody out. So I'm not telling you to build walls. I'm telling you to create boundaries, barriers, where you can just put a little space. I remember when we were in school, it was like, I think, give me 6 inches when you hold your hand out. And if you could touch another person over there, that means they too close. So that's what it is. You're just pushing situations and people back a little bit so that you can look at them at eye level versus being right here in your face. You can't make a good sound decision when things are right here up on you and you're feeling like the pressure up on your neck, like you're too close. Back up. So that's what all boundaries is. You're just telling situations, you're telling decisions, you're telling people, you're telling scenarios and things that come up. Listen, give me some space. And I learned this really, really cool thing working on this job. And we were talking about like professional development, and professionally, a person has 3 business days to get back to you. So once I learned that, it just stuck with me. I know my old coworker, she gonna be watching the video like, I taught her that. It stuck with me. You got 3 business days before you get back to somebody. And that's why I tell people, if I call you, you got 3 days. Just take your time getting back to me. Take your time. After 3 days, that's when I'm going to say, all right, now it's been 3 days. I ain't looked at their phone in 3 days. And you know, when you round people, they had a phone with them all the time. And then when you call them, it's like, oh, I ain't get your message. I told y'all. Chosen ones know when a lie coming out your mouth. All right, as soon as it's coming up out your throat, we like, shame, shame, shame. You don't gotta call them out. You don't gotta start no drama. But just know they lying. But anywho, for people that are kind of really busy, and people that do businesses, and people that got a life, got kids and marriages and things, you know, busy schedules, personal time, and all of that. Give people time. Give yourself time. We give people plenty of time when it comes to us. I was just talking to my sister about this, where you may have a need, and people will leave you out there hanging for weeks. And then when they have a need, you respond immediately. You are ready to jump up. You are ready to respond. You are ready to problem solve. You are all about the solutions. You are all about being God's servant. You are always there helping people and serving them. But then when you need something in return, oh, I didn't see your message. I didn't see you calling. I turned a blind eye. I didn't think it was of importance. You got to start putting those same boundaries up with other people. Give yourself 3 days before you hand money out of the window that you're going to need the next Thursday. Give yourself some leeway and some room before you start obligating yourself, and then you sitting in the middle of the party like, who signed me up for this? And you go in the bathroom and you be like, Lord, let me put some water on my face. Let me pat my face. Let me get myself together, because who signed me up for this? What frame of mind was I in? Was I in that people pleasing mind frame? Was I just, eager for them to like me and accept me? Why did I decide to do this? And that be me sometimes. I'm like, Lord, now I signed up to do this. So give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. And I'm just telling you guys this because this is what I had to learn. If you be seeing me, you like, ooh, Coach Jess, you're so clear. You're so free. You're so not in bondage. You so this. I had to do that work. I had to put in that work. I had to set these boundaries. They were not easy. especially with people that you love. Now, if you love people, which all of us do, because God is love, okay? We love people. But if you just overextending yourself, you're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna be aggravated, you're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna be like mean mugging people. They're like, what's wrong with you? You like, Lord, I don't even know where to begin. But give yourself some space and some grace before you just make a decision. So give yourself, even if 24 hours don't do it, give yourself 3 days and say, listen, I had to stand back from the situation. This is the decision making I made. You'll be more clear. You'll be more confident. You'll be more happy with yourself. You'll say, oh, I gave myself a couple of days before making a quick rash decision that I regretted. Before I make big decisions, I pray. I know God gets tired of me. He be like, girl, I already told you the answer. I'm going to keep praying and I'm going to keep fasting. I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to wait a couple days. I may make people wait a week before I give a decision that's going to be life altering. That's going to be the life event changes, because that's what throws us off. When we make life event changes and we don't properly think it all the way through, it throws us into a panic of state. It throws us in a state of panic, a state of distress, a state of worration and worry. So that's what I'm saying. Think about decisions. Put a little space in between you, people, decisions before you just up and do it, so that you won't be stretching yourself thin, okay? So especially with those family members, he want me to say that. Family members, wait before you say something, okay? Give yourself some time. Family members feel like they're obligated. They feel like you owe them something. They feel like they can talk to you any type of way. Some family members, let me say that, because a lot of family members respect you. They admire you. They love you. They appreciate you. But I'm here to address the ones that want to say certain things to you or feel like you're obligated to take care of them, pay their bills, take them here or do that, babysit their kids. You are not obligated to do these things. Now, you can carve time into your schedule to do these things out the gracious of your heart. That's okay, but you're not obligated to do these things. So a lot of us, we do things out of obligation and then we're mad and resentful. Ask me how I know all about that. I've done that before. That's how come I'm speaking from experience. That's all life coaching is. I'm speaking through things I have walked through, things I have saw myself to the other side doing. Set some boundaries with the people you love. Give yourself some time before making a tough decision. Okay. Have moments that are just for you. London is at school. I am gonna do carpool today. Some days I send her on to daycare and I'm like, listen, I gotta do my stuff. I gotta record. I gotta get stuff in line. I gotta apply here, go there, talk to this one, meet with that one. Sometimes you gotta utilize babysitters. A lot of people be feeling like, oh, you should have your kids with you 24/7. No, it's not healthy for them and it's not healthy for you. You're stretching yourself thin trying to be mommy of the year, daddy of the year, a custodial parent of the year, adoptive parent, foster parent of the year. You cannot do it. Even London's godmom, she feels like she's always like being able to be there present. And now she's having a baby and God has put her in a position where she can't be everything to everybody. And I know that she's feeling that pressure because that's not her norm. God will put you in a position where you have to say, listen, I can't be everything to everybody anymore. That no longer serves me. I have to put some space in between you and I, okay? So when you do stuff, you do it out the graciousness of your heart, okay? So have moments that are just for you. Get you a babysitter. It's okay. Pay the people. They're going to be glad to have your kids with them for a couple of hours, and they're going to be glad when you come back and pick them up. Don't be afraid. If you have trusted people that you can trust your kids with, get a babysitter. Have some time that's just for you. Have some freedom in your schedule that's just for you. Go outside. I go in there in my bathroom and I stay in my bathroom sometimes 30 minutes. I'll be in there showering, then I'll just start the flossing, then I'll start doing a facial routine. Then before I know it, I'm all doing me a foot massage. I'll be in there just having a great time. And they'll say, "What? You mama's still in the bathroom?" Yes, I am. Still away. Have some time just for you. Take a walk. And then sometimes you got to tell the walk kids, you not going on this walk with me, or go on a walk earlier while they're at school or something like that, or with the babysitter, with the daycare, with their dad. When you do co-parenting switch offs, have some time that's just for you. It's okay to take yourself out. My favorite thing to do is to travel by myself. I know black women, we are the most haunted women in America, all over the world, I'm sure. But listen, God is going to protect you. Stop being scary. Get out of the house. Go by yourself. Be vigilant. All right. Pay attention. Watch when somebody following you. Be paying attention. But don't be scared. Have some time for yourself so you can have mental clarity, so you can think some things through. You cannot properly be somebody's mama if you're doing it 24/7. You cannot properly be somebody's wife if you're doing it 24/7. Same thing for the men. Take some trips by yourself, okay? Or just with you and your wife. Or, have some time just for all the men to get together to talk about what men talk about. I remember one time I was somewhere and I just heard a whole bunch of men talking. And I was like, is this what y'all talk about? It's two different worlds. It was like I couldn't even keep up in the conversation. Or they was looking to see how I was looking when they said certain stuff about women. Or everybody but you, Jess. Everybody but you. We talking about all the women but you. So sometimes women, we gotta trust a little bit. Let the men just go out with their friends. Have some men time. And women, the same thing with you. Men, you gotta trust your wife outside of your sight. Let her go. She coming back. She coming back refreshed, rejuvenated, trained to go, ready to serve. She gonna be in there cooking up them hot meals, mopping them floors, cleaning them toilets, recording like all get out, praying with the kids, getting up 3 o'clock in the morning, ministering over the house. She gonna be killing the game, okay? Give her a little space. So that's what I'm about to do in a few minutes. I'm going to go relax. I'm going to have some quiet time. I'm serving right now. I've been praying all morning. I've been up working all night. Listen. Have some time just for yourself, all right? That's how you cannot stretch yourself thin. If people judge you because you got a babysitter, power to them. But your mental health and clarity, skin going to be looking good. You're going to be happy. You ain't going to be walking around mad all the time. You're going to have some time for yourself, all right? So take yourself out. Solo travels is the best for me. Now I have begun to at least have one partner travel with me and go with me for safety and all of that, camaraderie and community. It's all good. But I have been the one that's not been scared to go by myself. I have not been the one that been the only person in my bloodline with a channel. I have not been scared to step out and be the first one to go and get a degree or something like that. I have not been scared to be the first one to say, listen, if won't nobody else go, I'll go. If won't nobody else say it, I'll say it. If won't nobody else take the chance and invest, I'm gonna do it. So the same thing with you. I know that's why you on this channel, because you can relate to this stuff. Listen, don't be scared to take a chance on yourself. Invest in yourself, all right? You are responsible for making you happy. Nobody else. Stop stretching yourself thin and mad at everybody else because you did not take care of yourself. Men and women, mental health is serious. All right. And stretching yourself thin will have you bat crazy, sitting somewhere looking one way. Because before I got on, I was like sitting somewhere feeling like, Lord, so just sprung out, just so defeated. I said, not today, Satan. I'm going to get up. I'm going to act like I got some life and joy and peace and prosperity in my life. I'm going to go get all my blessings, all my healings. The enemy will not have reign over my kids, over my house, over my finances. Sometimes you got to get radical. You got to stand up to them and say, you better go to somebody else's house and you better get your hind parts up out of here. I got windows open and everything. I know the neighbors like, Lord, she in there preaching them down. Yes, the enemy will not live in this house. You don't got to get permission. You don't got to go to the security of state to get authorization to kick them out. You don't got to go get no eviction notice. You don't got to go to no child support, no lawyer. You don't got to go to none of that to get him up out of your house. All right? Kick the enemy out. He cannot stay here. All right? Same thing in your house. I'm kicking him out of your house too. Pull me up in your house and let me get the enemy up out of your house. He will not take anything that belongs to a blessed tribe member. He will not have your marriage. He will not have your kids. He will not have your finances. He will not have nothing that God has good happening in your life. He cannot have it. He doesn't have authority, okay? All right. So prioritize your health. Now, this is how you're not going to stretch yourself thin, all right? Prioritize your health, which is also taking those walks, being conscious about what you're eating, being more aware of how much you're eating. When are you eating? Are you eating a lot of meals after 8 and 9 and 10, 11 o'clock and then laying down? Is that impacting your digestive state? Are you using the bathroom regularly? Are you sleeping regularly? Are you able to consciously and clearly think your thoughts and make clear sound decisions? All of these things are about your health. Prioritize your health. All right. Say no. A lot of our stress comes because we say yes. God wants us to say no to some stuff. Decline some invitations. Tell them somebody gonna be there, but I won't. Somebody gonna be on the phone arguing with you, but I won't. Somebody gonna be at that job accepting them little bitty pennies that they offering, but I won't. Somebody will be somewhere doing something that you have to say, not me, not Coach Jess, not you, Blessed Tribe. And it's not that you better than anybody, but they just won't get you, okay? Say no. Now, sometimes you got to say yes, all right? Say yes until you can do a little better. But sometimes a lot of stuff is in our control. You want to go with me to this? You want to travel with me here? You want to partner with me to put on this big organization meeting? You want to go here? You want to brunch and lunch here? And you don't have the finances. You don't have the time. You don't have the space. You don't have the means. You may not just be in a good place mentally to be able to attend. And here you are, people pleasing. Yes. I'm rating, so maybe. Let me get back to you. That's me. Let me get back to you. Everybody that know me know I will tell them, unless it's a clear yes. If not, let me get back to you. Let me check London's gymnastics schedule, especially if you got kids. You better use them kids in a good way. Let me check their schedule, okay? Something may come up that I may be busy doing. And what I be doing in my house, sleep, recording, minding my business, keeping my head low, staying out of drama, all of that. Putting the phone on do not disturb. I don't bother nobody and don't nobody come bothering me. Same thing with you. Live a more quiet life. That's going to help you mentally get yourself together, okay? Because you're stretching yourself thin. Now, these are the people who are tired and overwhelmed, overbooked, and just tired of it. You just like, listen, some got to give. I can't keep living in this turmoil, in this chaos. I can't keep letting the enemy just whip me up and beat me up like this. I need to get myself together. I got to get up off the floor. It's kids watching me. It's Blessed Tribe members and other people depending on me. My coach is depending on me. She depending on me to get up out of this state that I'm in. I'm talking to those people, okay? Say no. All right? Eat better, fast more. Don't do too much snacking. Snacking is a lot of ways to get up those calories that you just slide in there. You like, I just had like 3-4 snacks, but that's equal up to like 2 meals because the snacks are usually sugary. It's usually shelf safe. It's processed. It's not, raw fruits and things like that. So try to do more healthy snacking if you are going to do some snacking. Popcorn, peanuts, raisins, stuff like that are good things to kind of snack on. Give yourself 5 minutes. Like when I said earlier today, I was like feeling the blues. I was like, I'm not feeling it. God, today I woke up on a run. You know how we just get to going. I give myself about 5 good minutes. After that, I'm in there talking to the dishes. Let me let up this window because the enemy think he about to get me today. The enemy think he about to have me on my time to myself, depressed and sad and wore out and suffering in grief and worrying about finances and people calling the phone talking about this family member that said that about you and this and that. Listen. I start getting myself together. I give myself about 5 minutes to get turned up to be like, I don't know who they think they talking to, but they not talking to me. I don't know who they think they gossiping about, but they not gossiping about me. I don't know who these bill people keep calling thinking they about to harass me. They not about to get me today. I don't know why these kids going to that schoolhouse acting like they ain't half raised, but they not about to do it on my watch. You have 5 minutes of just get it out. I'm going to give you 5 good minutes, and you can get a lot out in 5 minutes, all right? You can get yourself all worked up, mad, sad. You can do all that in 5 minutes. After that, get yourself up, put you some lip gloss on, get your mind right. I don't know what it is. It's something about that lip gloss and put some lotion on my hands, doing that facial routine. Listen, I'll become a whole nother woman in 5 minutes, all right? So whatever your process is, get yourself up. And give yourself 5 minutes of worrying, and then you take on your knees. And the next 5 minutes, you need to be praying to your Father. Help me figure this out. Give me great problem solutions. Send me resources. Give me a thought that's going to help me reverse myself up out of this situation. Pull the enemy back away from me. Do not let him devour me and keep me in this bondage. Don't let me go no further than where I just went the last 5 minutes. God, is demonic. I know it's an attack. Help me out this situation. That's exactly what I had to do. That's why I can get on here with the authority, with the boldness, and with the courage to do what I'm saying I'm telling you guys to do, because I just did it right before I got on here. Got my little curls together, put my little earrings my neighbor gave me, put my little stuff on. I had to get in here and get gutter with it. I had to get in here and get funky with it. I had to get in here and tell the enemy what he is and is not going to do when it's concerning me. The same thing with you. You got to let the enemy know who's boss, okay? The gloves are off and the time to play is over, all right? Because he ain't playing with you. He ain't playing with them finances. The enemy is not playing about all this slandering he doing in the community. The enemy is not playing when he doing all this and that. The enemy don't care then. So he can't be caring when you got to turn up back on him, okay? That's the worst thing. People don't like when you, what the old people say, it's not funny when the rabbit got the gun. What that means is that it's not funny when roles are reversed. It's not funny when somebody putting the fire up under you. It's not funny and fun and games when somebody coming against your kids and when somebody coming against their finances and when somebody is talking about their character. You don't do these things at your own hands, but when the roles are reversed and with that you're no longer under their foot and that you're on top and you're prospering and you're stepping into the boldness and authority that God put in you, it's not funny then. Everybody start to talking. Everybody start to gossiping. Everybody start to having your name in their mouth, but they didn't have your name in their mouth when you was broke, busted, and disgusted and left up under the trash can, left for dead. People didn't have your name in nothing good to say. So keep that same energy when God start blessing you. Keep that same energy when God began to show the glory that he's been wanting to unleash on your life this whole time. He's been saving you. You have been set apart. He preserved you for a time such as now. That's why you got to get up off the floor. You can't stay there. That's no place for a child of God, is to be walling around and waving all in the floor like a kid having a tantrum. Get yourself up on today, okay? Prioritize your health. Set some boundaries. Whew. You got 5 minutes to play around. After that, get on them knees and pray to your daddy. Don't call nobody. Pray to your daddy. He has the answers. Once you get up, then you'll be renewed. You'll be like, whew, I don't even know what I was thinking the last 5 minutes. Pray and then move on, because that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to go in here and make me a little coffee drink. I'm going to put me some little milk in there, and I'm going to shake it up, put me some ice cubes in there. I think I'm going to have me one of those chopped salads with some dressing on it. I'm about to have me a great day. I'm about to watch me some Divorce Court, carpool, listen a little bit. I'm going to slide through there, get London. We're going to do our little prayer walk, and we're going to have us a great day. I worried about it a little bit. I prayed about it, and I'm about to move on. I don't know about y'all, but God say move on. Do not stay there, all right? Community helps mental health. So staying in environments like this where I'm sowing into you, I don't know about y'all, but I feel 1,000 times better. And this is me in my own situation, pulling myself out of it, also helping pull somebody else up out of it. So all of the problems you have, they're there because they're designed to help you and to help somebody else. It's not all about you. God just don't go get one person. He trying to get a whole flock of them. He trying to get a whole group of people to follow you so that they can see. Listen, last week she was up on the floor, but this week she got a different tune. She's singing to a different beat. It's because God is wanting you to use those hell experiences so that you can go back and show other people how to get out. It was just like Harriet Tubman. She got herself out. She was like, woo, I made it, right? But thank God she wasn't selfish. Thank God she didn't say it was all about me and mine. Thank God she just didn't say it was all about her own freedom. The same thing with you. Thank God that you're not selfish. Thank God that you don't only think about your kids. Thank God that you are doing whatever you're doing in your community, whatever God has placed on your heart to help other people. Thank God God's people are not selfish like that. Woe for the people that would be left behind if I just sit over here and sit in mourning and just let the enemy keep beating me up. Woe, where have you been today if I would have made that decision? All right. Same thing with you. It's people counting on you. You cannot stay in that broken state. All right. All right. So watch the company you keep. You only can have highly qualified people in your life, and that's not people with just money. That's with people with good character, people that set goals and you see them reach them, working their way to it. They may fall off, but they say, listen, next semester I'm signing back up. That class won't for me, that professor won't for me, but I'm gonna sign back up. I gained the weight back, after that baby, but I'm about to get back at it. When do you want to work out? When do you want to walk? Let me pray with you. Here go a scripture I ran across today and I thought it would be good just for you. These are the type of people I got in my life. I got so many scriptures in my phone, it makes no sense. God is wanting to connect us with other eagles, all right? Get some eagles in your phone, not just paid eagles. That doesn't mean anything, because there's a lot of people with a lot of money that have no character, no integrity, and living all outside the bounds of the kingdom. Get you some people that's highly qualified, that character, that integrity. They love people. They don't cheat on their husband and their wives. They're in self-development. They got therapists. They got degrees. They got businesses. They got gifts. They got something they're bringing to the table. If it's only a smile and an encouraging word, that is good enough for me, okay? Get around some happy people that's joyful about life. That's like, oh my goodness, you took a trip. I'm so happy for you. Send me some pics. Oh, they're liking your Instagrams. Happy people, not people like, how much that costs? You know them type of people. Them folks ain't happy. People that's worried about how much you spent on your trip, how much you spent on your wedding, how much you spent on whatever you're doing for your kids. Those people are not happy. Stay away from them people. Go with people that's not gonna just go along to get along, but go with people who are genuinely happy. All right, they want to see the best for you. They're enjoying life, reaching goals, and it's no competition. Listen, don't be in competition with your friends. Don't be with friends that's in competition with you, because that's going to still be a gateway. That's an open gateway that the enemy can use of that person. If you see that character in that person, you're going to have to separate. All right, God may say, all right, they learned their lesson with their cutoff period. Let them back in. You let them back in. They had that same spirit. You can't have a competition spirit around you. It's nothing in the kingdom that's in competition with nobody. Eagles help eagles get to a higher level. We're not trying to bring each other back down. So get with some eagles. If I'm the only eagle you know, hello, welcome to the channel of the eagles. Whether eagles are flying, whether eagles are birthed, whether eagles are over here thriving and living our best lives, happy, all right? We may be worrying and stressed out for those 5-10 minutes, but after that, we getting back up. We flying high again. We not talking that chicken talk. We not staying in a depressed, deprived state for so long. We not doing it over here. Welcome to the channel of the eagles. All right, love people that show love. These are people you want around you. So if you got people around you, they calling your phone, they not on nothing I just said, you might need to get you some new friends. So if I'm your first one, hey, I see now I'm people's mamas, I'm people's aunties, I'm people's cousins, I'm people's life coach. I'll be your friend, I'll be your bestie, I'll be your homegirl, I'll be whatever I need to be. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your friend, your nutritionist, your therapist, all of it. Your teacher, I'll be all of it to make sure you get to going where you need to go. All right. So you are in control. So a lot of the things I talked about with you stretching yourself thin, you are in control of these things. You are in control of what you eat, how much you eat, when you eat. You are in control of where you take your 2 little feet. You are in control of how long you sit there running your tongue talking about the problem versus some solutions. You are in control of who you date, how often you date them, if you take them back, if you don't take them back. You are the person that's going to say yes to that marriage or no to that marriage. You are the person that's going to press play or sit somewhere walling around feeling sorry for yourself. You are the person that's going to be a decision maker in your life. God say, take control. Some stuff he let us have control over, like the ability to say yes or no, the ability to articulate your words without getting angry, the ability to tell people what you will and will not accept. Those are things you are in control of. All right, God say, take control. Stop being so passive. That's one thing with the kingdom. Listen. Them eagles are authoritative birds. Them eagles swoop down and get what they need and go on back up to a higher altitude where other birds can't even get up there. Same thing with you. Take authority, all right? And people cannot They gonna get mad at your authority. They gonna say who you think you are, where you think you come from. Girl, you so country. Boy, you so this. I know your mama. I know your daddy. You know that same chicken talk that people be talking. Listen, take control of your life on today, or you can enjoy keep being swallowed up by the enemy. You got a choice. All right, I came to give you some control. I came to set you free from stretching yourself thin, and I came to give you your control back, give you the reins back, let you know who you are. All right. So speak less. Believe it or not, when I get off here, I'm not really gonna talk that much for the rest of the day. This was enough for me. All right. Because I know my gift now. I know how to use it now. I know it's valuable now. I know people gonna pay for it. People gonna invest in it. People gonna travel from thousands, hundreds of miles away, fly in to get to this voice, okay? I know what it is now. So I'm not gonna misuse it. I'm not gonna be on the phone talking no chicken talk to a chicken. I'm not gonna be wasting my time using my gift that God gave me for his glory on no foolishness. Speak less. Even if your gift not speaking, you, whatever value you had, get in an environment where it's valued. All right. Don't keep wasting your voice and wasting your intellect, your knowledge, your wisdom, your counsel on foolishness. Speak less. As the older people say, speak when spoken to. All right. I'm that type of person. I done got so good. I don't even say hey no more. I know they like, she a mute. Yes. Until it's time to press play. All right. Do more actions. Less talking and more acting. Less talking and more acting. All right. Stop telling people I'm about to do this. Child, it's so many people that's about to do something that ain't done nothing. And then these are the people that give you commentary about what you doing. But they ain't got no channel. They ain't got no business. They ain't got no kids. They ain't got no marriage. They don't have no career. They don't have no education. They don't have no skill, no training, nothing to offer. They're not the qualified people, okay? They live their life reckless. They gossip all the time, but they gonna come try to tell you something about what you doing, the development you've been getting. What I tell you the devil got to do, go take several seats. In my living room is a whole bunch of seats in there. Take one of them. Tell the enemy to get out your face with that. Get off the phone with those people. Get out the room with those people. And get in the room with some eagles, okay? Stay focused on your own lane and get to work. So we stretching ourselves thin. He wants us to get to work, but he wants us to be smarter than what we've been doing with our time, our energy, our voice, and our power. Your power is within you. Everything that you need to get to your next level, it's within you. It's in your voice, it's in your hand, it's in your brain, it's in your thought pattern, it's in the way you breathe, the way you present yourself, the way you do your hair, your nails, your clothes. You have possession of it. Whatever you need to get to your next level, you have possession of it. You have control. You have authority. You have a say in the matter. Just don't keep going along to get along. That ain't working for you. That's how come you're stressed out. You're stretching yourself thin. You're going along to get along. No boundaries, saying yes to everything. People coming in your house, eating up all your food in the spirit. They're eating up all your food, taking up your finances, taking up your mental space. They just taking over your life. And you're like, you feel like you in the back seat to your own life. That's because you lost your control. Get your control back, not with your mouth, but through your actions. All right? So, I already prayed with you guys. I'm about to go enjoy this nice little coffee drink. It's like a little iced coffee drink I've been drinking. It's really good. It doesn't make me jittery because I can't have too much caffeine. So, it makes me, if I do too much caffeine, like a Red Bull, anything, I'll be up for like a day or two. I'm already trained with vibrant energy. I'm already high off of life. I've been this way for a very long time. I'm already energetic, so I don't need a lot of that. But yeah, I'm just about to relax. I'm about to just meet with some of you guys off camera. I'm sure somebody is going to have me some sessions going on. You guys are amazing. Okay, every time that y'all book, I be like, there go another one. There's someone else. And God just keep giving me people to help. Okay, that's my purpose of being on the other side of the camera, is that the things that are naturally in me that you probably have not thought about, you probably have another perspective other than myself. That's what God got me here for, just for me to give you another perspective, shine light on something a little differently than you do, to get you to your next level. He tired of seeing you on that level. Okay, invest, email me. We can pray off camera, whatever you guys need. I'm here to serve. Okay, I'm very serious and passionate about it. I know you can tell today. I love you guys. and I'm just about to go have no more worries and not stretch myself thin. Just like I tell you guys not to stretch yourself thin, take your control, set some boundaries. I got to practice this same thing with people that I love. Precious people. I have to say, listen, go somewhere and take several seats. In my mind, I don't tell these people this and be rude. I'm very pleasant. I'm very mild-mannered. I'm not easily angered. I'm none of those things. I used to be those things, but I do everything with love, gentleness, and kindness, okay? And it's been a process. I had to put in that work, that elbow grease to get rid of that attitude and get rid of that pop-offness. It's not just going to happen overnight. It's a process. God has to give you a renewed mind, a renewed heart. He has to give you a whole new everything in order for these things to happen. But you can get to it just like I did. Let's do it together. Partnership. It's not like I'm just your coach and you're not getting, you're just giving and then you're not getting anything in return. It's a partnership. You help me, I help you. And I'm just so glad for those who are already in partnership with me. I appreciate you guys. You guys do not know. It's given me so much encouragement. It keeps me motivated. Every time you subscribe, you comment, it keeps me going. This stuff is not easy. I face some of the same things you're facing. That's how come I can get on here and talk about them. It's not easy, but together in partnership, we can help one another get to a level where God have us to be, okay? I love you guys. You have a great and fabulous Friday Eve, okay? Have a good Friday if I don't see you on Friday. I love you guys. Have a blessed and prosperous day. I'll be back up here giving you guys another mental health motivational word. I love you. I love you. Have a great day.